Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. DC has been in a bit of a slump lately with movies like The Flash, Shazam, and Black Adam. That should turn around with their vibrant new film, Blue Beetle. It's in theaters and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Xolo Maridueña is best known for playing Miguel in Netflix's series Cobra Kai, and now he's tackling the title role of Jaime Reyes. Jaime has recently graduated and has moved back home with his family in Palmero City. Now he's excited for his first big job at Cord Industries. But the first day is about as disastrous as it could get after he's been given this ancient Blue Beetle scarab to protect. Now behind the scenes, CEO Victoria Cord, who's played by Susan Sarandon, is building this one-man army corps, and the scarab is the magical item to making it all happen. The scarab, though, sees Jaime as the one and only host, latching on to him, giving him incredible superpowers, and a metallic suit with pinchers. The film also stars George Lopez as Jaime's crazy uncle, Bruna Marquezine, Adriana Barraza, and Harvey Guillen. Director Angel Manuel Soto and writer Gareth Dunnett Alcocer know the weight of making DC's first Latino superhero, and their efforts pay off tremendously. Blue Beetle feels like the beginning of a really fresh and bright future for DC if they can kind of follow this model as an example. Soto knows how to capture the humor in the family dynamic and then uses that throughout, as the Reyes family is a big part of Blue Beetle's story. Oscar nominee Adriana Barraza is a scene stealer as Nana. Now, the whole family element and the humor is what makes this film stand out from some of DC's other movies recently. Now, I've made this critique before, but Blue Beetle also falls victim to just standard origin story tropes that feel very familiar by this point. Jaime has that wide-eyed, energetic vibe like Peter Parker, Spider-Man, as he then goes up against a power-hungry CEO of a tech company, and then there are plenty of mishaps and collateral damage as Jaime just gets used to his Blue Beetle suit that also feels very inspired by Iron Man. Xolo Maridueña is dream casting as Jaime. You can just feel the excitement that he has for the character, and that just translates with this youthful, charming presence on screen. Maridueña should have a big career ahead of him if DC continues to use this character. Oscar winner Susan Sarandon is the film's main villain, but oddly feels miscast. She plays it a little too realistically and could have amped up that kind of maniacal nature of Victoria without fear of then turning into it being kind of a cartoony performance. There's a good fine line that I think Susan should have pushed a little harder. Now, there are two post-credit scenes teasing the return of the Blue Beetle character, as Jaime still has a lot to learn about his destiny. Now, there may be a familiar blueprint here like I've talked about, but every member of the Reyes family is so lovable that you can't help but cheer them on. There's a really fresh start here that doesn't rely on using pointless cameos from other DC movies just to kind of fit it into the DCEU. It trusts these characters and knows that the audience is looking for something new and exciting. Now, this was originally supposed to be a HBO Max exclusive film, and I'm glad that it was given the theatrical experience, as it's better visibility, as representation on a screen is so important. I'm giving Blue Beetle 4 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment on social media at Paul's Movie Trip. Are you excited about Blue Beetle? What has been your favorite DCEU movie to date? Leave me a comment here on YouTube or on social. Paul's Trip to the Movies is brought to you by Imagine Theaters. Go see Blue Beetle in the theater. Tickets are on sale, of course. And coming up August 27th is the next in my movie series. Just look for Paul McGuire Grimes Presents. Coming up August 27th is Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver. Coming up in September, it's The Breakfast Club. And in October, it's Zodiac. I'm going to be doing a talk back to follow all three of these movies, so get your tickets today. Follow them on social media at ImagineMN. Paul's trip to the movies is also brought to you by Popped Corn. Maybe you want to sit in after seeing Blue Beetle, catch up on some of the other DC movies, have some popcorn on hand. Whether you want to place an online order or just go into the store, you can try some of their over 70 flavors. Whether you want something salty, sweet, spicy, fruity, chocolatey, they literally have a flavor for everyone. Follow them on social media at PopcornMN. I know you're going to love it. Thank you so much for watching my review of Blue Beetle. This is Paul's trip to the movies.